Compound interest, the double-edged sword of finance. It can propel you towards a life of financial freedom or tether you down to a daunting path of crippling debt. Your decisions determine whether compound growth serves as your greatest ally or your toughest adversary. Are you setting yourself up to thrive or to be overwhelmed by debt? Consider the S&P 500's track record. With dividends reinvested, it averages a 10% return, and if you invested over $10,000 10 years ago without adding a single cent today, it would be worth $27,000. Fast forward 20 years, and it shoots all the way up to $73,000. Why the huge leap? Well, that's compound growth. The initial 10% you put in starts earning its own 10%, and the cycle continues. Imagine 30 years, and you're looking at almost $200,000 from an initial deposit of $10,000. These aren't just numbers, they're potential realities. After those examples of an initial lump sum, let me explain what compound interest is before diving into an example of starting with nothing. Compound interest, often termed the eighth wonder of the world by finance enthusiasts, is a concept that plays a fundamental role in the world of finances and investment. The formula is on screen, but we live in the 21st century, so a calculator will be linked below. While simple interest is calculated only on the initial principal, compound interest accrues on both the principal and any additional accumulated interest. This results in compound interest growing at an exponential rate, unlike the linear growth of simple interest. Compound interest strength lies in its interest on interest effect. Over extended periods of time, this leads to rapid wealth accumulation, or conversely, escalating debts, showcasing the importance of early and wise decisions, and we'll talk about debt later on in the video. With no initial investment, just contributing $100 monthly, again at a 10% interest rate, the first year might seem unimpressive, a mere $56 above your contributions, but patience pays off. 5 years later, your $6,000 becomes $77,000. After 20 years, your $24,000 morphs into $76,000, and fast forward 45 years, and with the same consistent contribution, you could join the Millionaires Club. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. The more you deposit, the richer the rewards. Dive deeper into the math with a linked calculator below, and let it guide you towards your financial goals. Warren Buffett, the epitome of investment success, underscores the magic of compound growth. His journey to billions wasn't just about wise investments, it was about time. Charts of Buffett's net worth showcase that his first million came after a decade at age 32, yet it took another 28 years for him to hit the billion-dollar mark. The secret? The relentless power of compound growth. While not everyone can replicate Buffett's success, disciplined investment over time can certainly make millions out of many. The essence of what you have observed today revolves around the concept of time value of money. At its core, this principle asserts that money today holds a greater value than the same amount in the future, and by investing your money now, it has the potential to grow, so any delay in seizing investment opportunities equates to missed financial gains. The flip side of compounding is alarming, especially with credit cards. Miss a monthly payment and you're hit with a staggering 30% interest rate, a rate you won't find anywhere else as an investment opportunity. If you cannot avoid this, it's best to avoid credit cards altogether. And if you want a deeper dive, check out Caleb Hammer in the description below.
One thing I know for a fact, these credit cards are killing you.
Credit cards are not the sole culprits. A concerning number of individuals are ensnared by high-interest car loans, mortgages, student loans, and notorious payday loans. While the definition of high interest can vary, consider 5% a reference point. Always evaluate your circumstances before diving into such commitments. If you're already in debt and wonder how you can crawl out of it, well, there's many strategies to do so, starting with the debt snowball. This is Dave Ramsey's preferred style, where you ignore interest and simply pay your debts smallest to largest. This method is not as good mathematically, but why it's in high regard is due to the psychological aspect of keeping you motivated. The second strategy is a debt avalanche, where you strategically prioritize your highest interest debt to pay first, then your second highest debt, third highest debt, and so on. This saves the most money getting out of debt. Either option is good as long as you stick with it. You've now witnessed the two faces of compound interest. It can be a ticket to financial freedom or a chain dragging you down. Hence, harnessing compound growth and minimizing compound debt becomes essential. On that note, let's discuss making the most of this growth in a tax advantage way. Dive into my previous video where I dissect the benefits of a Roth IRA versus a traditional IRA. Thank you for spending your time with me. I look forward to growing with you.